What is going on, everybody? It's your boy John, and welcome back to Gearbox. So, today, first off, we got about a week until Christmas, so I want to be a little festive today. If you don't know where this is from, you need to reevaluate all of your life decisions when it comes to movie watching, but that's just my opinion. Superbad is hilarious. It's an older movie, I guess, probably 90s, early 2000s, which to me really isn't that old or doesn't seem that old, but anywho, let's get to the topic of what we're doing today. So once again, we've got another install modification type of deal. There are no parts associated with this, but what we're going to be doing today is actually painting brake calipers. This is something that I have never done before. I'm fairly confident. I feel like even if you did mess it up, it really couldn't go that bad. The biggest thing I want to do is just make sure I don't paint like the pistons and bleeder valve and shit like that. But I think other than that, I think we should be good. So what we're going to do is go out in the garage. We're going to jack up the front end of the car, and we're going to do essentially two wheels at once. So that way we can get it time to dry and all of that. So I'm going to go out, set you guys up. Really, first order of business is get both wheels off, clean the actual caliper, start to paint, and then we'll repeat on the rear, and should be pretty quick and easy. But you guys are going to be here along for the ride. So let's go ahead and not talk about it, and let's be about it, and I will see y'all outside. All right, so change of plans a little bit. I was originally gonna try to get a mounting point somewhere like here, basically. And I'd never done that before, but I watched a video last night just to make sure I wouldn't fuck anything up. And long story short, the car's too low, even with it aired up as much as it possibly can. For me to get back there and confirm that I'm jacking it on the right mounting point, so I'm just not willing to take that risk. So we're gonna go one side at a time, one wheel at a time, really. Gonna start with the front left and work our way around the car. So we'll do both fronts and then both rears. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, set you guys down, put some B-roll in here, and start the process of getting this thing prepped and ready for paint. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what paint we're doing. Lime green. Now you might be asking yourself, John, your car is silver and black, what are you doing? The answer is, one, it doesn't matter what I'm doing because it's my car, not yours. But in all reality, as much as I love neutral colors and darker colors, really, I've always liked the idea of lime green calipers, especially on kind of more neutral cars. And the reason being is they pop more, especially on the black wheels. Like right now, you look at the calipers and they're just kind of there. But I think once we add this green, they're really gonna pop, and I think it's gonna look great. And I just love the color lime green, so why not incorporate it into the car? So anyway, gonna set you guys down. We'll get it jacked up, get the wheel off, and go from there. Guys, so now that we have the wheel off, it's obviously time to prep the caliper and just the area in general. So first what you're going to want to do is just spray off with like brake cleaner or something, some powerful cleaner obviously, just the caliper to give the paint a nice easy thing to adhere to. And then you're going to want to tape some things off. So one being this, two being the reciprocating piston thing down there. You're going to want to fill these holes right here, and then you're going to want to tape off that bleeder valve. I'm just using simple as painter tape, no big deal at all. And then what you're going to want to do is either get like a plastic sheet or get a grocery bag and you're gonna tear it down the side and then basically cut a little slit. And you're going to kind of push this grocery bag over and slip the grocery bag in there to make sure that none of the rotor is actually going to be exposed to the paint, obviously. Now, I know I did a god-awful job at explaining that, but when you see me putting it on the actual rotor, it's gonna make a lot more sense. But like I said, clean everything, tape it off, and then put the plastic bag on, and then you're ready to start priming and painting. Alright guys, so now that we have a clean surface, we have masked everything off. We even have a little area here to catch all the falling paint. I think we're good to go, so we're gonna go ahead and put this little piece of shit back in, and we're gonna get right to it. Alright y'all, coat number 1 is done. Time to get on to coat number 2 of 3. Alright guys, so after 3 coats of paint, this is where we're at. I think it looks really good. Not gonna lie, there are a couple spots deep back there that just got missed, but I'd rather miss a couple spots that have critical components, i.e. bleeder valve and the pistons and stuff like that, and have the rest of it looking great. So like I said, this was 3 coats of paint. It's still drying a little bit, so I'm gonna give it some time, but wanted to show y'all, with the contrast here, and then once I put the wheel back on, it's gonna look phenomenal. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, let it finish drying, put the wheel on, and then do the other 3 corners, and I'll get back to y'all once that is complete. All right, everyone, the time you have been waiting for, we have finally finished the caliper paint, and damn, son, shit. Let's go ahead and look around all 4 corners. There's my little thing. Thank God I had that on the ground as I was painting, because it's a lot of paint. But anyway, we move on. And we move on to the final corner. Guys, I don't know about y'all. I mean, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, honestly. It's the little things at this point that I want to do to this car and really tie it all together. Like I said, I think the green just obviously really pops. I mean, it's lime green, for God's sake. But I'm super pumped with it. It actually, it makes the calipers just, I don't know, look like something. Like, I don't know, with the old calipers and just that unfinished metal almost, they just kind of hid back there. They hid on the brakes, which I guess to some people is fine, if you're not into cars, and as long as your damn calipers clamp the disc, like, who gives a shit? But no, I think it looks awesome. It was super easy. It took probably a total of, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes a wheel. Obviously, the majority of that goes into prep as well as drying time. But I mean, guys, it's literally anyone can do this. If you have a jack and you have trash bags and paint and tape, don't forget the tape, it's so easy. I mean, you need to be patient with it to allow the paint to dry, and as long as you kind of get in there and really make sure you're covering as much as you possibly can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. We didn't take the calipers off the car and hang them up on a wire and do all that sort of stuff. But my purpose of this is not to be, you know, professionally powder coated or something. You know, we just wanted to give it a little pop, a little color, and I think it looks great. I mean, the paint's definitely still wet. I know some of you guys are probably gonna be like, well, John, why'd you paint the back of the brake pad? And the answer is, because I felt like it. I don't know. I feel like if I tried to mask it off, it'd probably look like more shit than if I just painted the entire thing. Obviously, brake pads wear down over time. You're gonna replace them, so who gives a shit? But long story short, guys, it was not hard at all. I was actually, I wouldn't say nervous, but I'd never done it before. So for what that's worth, I guess. And I'm pleasantly surprised with how easy it is to do, just how much of a difference it makes. And I think going back to an earlier clip, you know, just having the silver and the black all throughout the car, I think having that lime green just makes it, I don't know. A lot of people probably would have gone with red, especially with the red here in the headlights. I don't even know if y'all really know that. And then if you really wanted to get down to the details, my HKS blow-off valve has some red accents in it as well. It could have made sense to go red, but who gives a shit? Now it's red and green accents, so I guess 'tis the season. Tie it all together with that. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate everyone coming back to another episode of Gearbox. Once again, we are a week out from Christmas, so I hope y'all are spending time with friends and family, having fun, staying safe, all that sort of stuff. As always, please leave a big fat thumbs up, drop some comments down below, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time, peace.